are watching Everything Nicaragua. I'm Tony.
I'm Vula.
Akis.
All right, and this couple has an amazing van. It is the raddest van I've ever seen, so I thought I had to stop and talk to you guys.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
So we're in Nicaragua. We're on an island with 2 volcanoes.
Yes.
Pretty special place. You've got one of the best views ever, right in front of you. Well, I'm sure you've had a lot of good views.
Of course.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
always a good view is a good view.
A
But
good
I
view
can
is a
say
good
this
view.
is a unique view.
A very unique
Yes.
view. Rarely do you wake up and see a volcano in front of your van.
That's right.
All right, so let's hear a little bit about your story. Where did you guys start off in the van? Tell me, go for it.
We are the family of the World of Road. The
Okay.
World of Road is a project that we started together with Vula back in 2007.
All right.
And that was our first trip that circumnavigated the planet in 3.5 years in a Land Rover.
What?
That
You
was
went
the first
around the
around.
world in
So
3 years.
after that, everything changed in our life.
Uh-huh.
And since then, we couldn't get established. We went to live in Africa and Tanzania. Then we went to live in Italy. Our child was born in Italy,
Uh-huh.
was conceived in Africa, and was born in Italy. And after 6 years in Italy, in a normal conventional house, we said, okay, let's do it again after 4 years. And so after 6 years in the country, we bought this van. It's an Iveco van. It's a military vehicle turned into an RV. And we took off for a 6-year trip around the world again.
Yeah.
The World of Road 2.0 with a child,
Yeah.
family
Big
version.
time.
Wow.
The family version.
So here we are now on the 5th year now.
5th year. So where did it start? Your 5th year, 5 years ago, you started the trip?
We started in Italy.
Okay.
We traveled a little bit in Europe. We stayed for a little bit in Greece, which is our country, to
Yeah.
prepare the project, to find 1 or 2 sponsors, to establish 1 or 2 partnerships, because I work on the road as a
Okay.
journalist, photographer, and translator. I do everything about media
Uh-huh.
and
because
video.
You want Anastasia to Greece as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first year we traveled in our country, so the child at 6 years old, she could take a taste of Europe, of Greece, of Italy, a full taste before taking a trip around the world.
Okay.
And then in 2019, we started traveling properly. Initially in the Balkans, we went to Ukraine, back to Greece, and then we started traveling in Turkey, going to Central Asia. When the pandemic arrived, we had to go back. We took a break of about 2-3 months back in Europe, and then in Greece, and then we hit the road again. The only place we could go mid-2020 was to travel to the extremes of Europe. So we went to North Cape, which is the further northern place.
That was during the COVID times.
During the COVID
Yeah.
times, we traveled, except 2 or 3 months. So
Yeah.
we were among the very few people who could travel freely in Europe.
Right.
So we spent the whole winter in Scandinavia, 6 months in Norway,
Wow.
dark,
Yeah.
without sun, at -20.
Oh my gosh.
And we survived the harshest weather and the harshest winter ever. And then we turned to Central Europe, got back to Italy, and then we organized shipping the car.
Central Europe, and that moment, the USA opened the borders.
Okay.
The
Yes,
America opened the
November.
borders for the travelers.
November 2021. So a month later, we shipped the car to the United States. So the American part of our trip started in January from New York, Baltimore, the Eastern Coast, Florida, down to southern states, Texas. We took a break in Guatemala to renew our visas, and then back to Midwest, to all the national parks, 17, 18 national parks, from Arizona, Utah to Wisconsin to...
Wow. Okay, hold on now. So
it's very, very fast.
yeah, I want to jump all over the place, but you were talking, so you found some sponsors, some people that believed in the
Look,
value in going around the world?
Essentially, I write articles,
Uh-huh.
we make some video productions
Sick.
for clients, and we work, I make translations. This is dependent of so it's a mix of jobs, sponsoring with a sponsor that provides us this Navarino, his satellite system, so we make together some let's say humanitarian or environmental projects now.
Video. Is that what you're talking
Videos,
about?
not only video. Let's say we make a donation, we find an NGO, let's say in El Salvador, in Guatemala, or here in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
And we help them, we donate them for their cause,
Okay.
mostly environmental.
Yeah.
And then we make a video. We participate. We may, let's say, we may plant trees, or
Yeah.
we may pick up rubbish, or we make a project with protecting turtles in El Salvador. So we do such things on the way once in every country. This is very, very new.
Okay.
So with all these things, we make a salary
Yeah.
from 2-3 different
Right.
sources,
Okay.
and thanks to this salary, we can continue to travel
Yeah.
and pay
Beautiful.
all our expenses without, let's say, without having any money in the bank,
Right. Living
without being
free.
rich.
That's amazing. Wonderful.
This is the concept.
Yeah.
So the child goes to school with the mother,
Yeah.
and the father with the mother work together to make it for living. So
Wow.
it's three things together: adventure.
And just no borders. Yeah.
There are borders, unfortunately, but now our concept is to go down to Patagonia to cover all South America,
Okay.
and then maybe we have a spare time. Maybe we go to Africa, South Africa, where we are going to finish our trip. Unfortunately, mid 2024, as it was scheduled, because we said
Yes, he will go to high school, so I would like to be in a school, a proper school.
so. We
Yeah.
have to find a place, a country, a school to get her in. So we'll spend, let's say, the next 6 years for her high school, and we have to work somewhere
Right.
before hitting the road again.
Before the World Road trip.
Yeah. Yeah. So well, everything Nicaragua, right? We've been super fortunate to be able to interview really rad people and really cool businesses, and nobody that I've met in Nicaragua is not special. Like everybody
Yes,
I've met, has
everybody's
been like,
special,
wow, you know, and you guys are blowing my mind. I'm so stoked to have met you so briefly, but I mean, I'm already inspired so much. I hope our viewers are as inspired as I am too. We started a company called Radpad where we build these modular, they're cubes. So they're basically 3 meter by 3 meter, made of steel and cool product, but they get made really, really quickly. And you can put as many cubes together as you need. So one cube could be your bathroom, you know, spa, I call
So
it.
the size of every cube
Cube is 3 meter by 3 meter by 3 meter.
3.
Yeah, 3 tall, 3
That's
everything.
nice.
It's mainly made of glass, and they're really, really cool, rad, and they're super fast, and they're really affordable.
And the cost? Yes.
The cost of like a 1-bedroom house setup, you know, that's like 4 cubes and everything, is about 45,000.
45,000.
Yeah.
So let's say 10,000 per cube,
Around that.
something like that.
Yeah, you can get up to 15. It depends on what you want, you know, like
Depends
you
on
may wanna go super rad.
on the content.
Yeah, exactly. Like a kitchen is a little more expensive than a bedroom. Bedroom's a bed, you know.
So we'll keep in touch, because with Radpad we may make something together, maybe in Africa, maybe somewhere. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
The thing is, the borderless, we use readily available materials, so it's nothing complicated, and it's all based on what could work in Central America. So
Yes.
the products that we use are readily available in almost all developing countries. The idea with that started as just building a rad place for me to live, and I have 3 kids, and it was like, what's actually affordable and how's it really going to work in this world? And you know, here in Central America, it was fast, affordable, hassle-free, you know, cubes. Give my kid a cube, give my other kid a cube, do what you want in your cube. But then we started seeing how we could actually build little communities. And now the vision's turned into community, and with community comes school.
Yes.
So we've been modeling a couple of different schools that our kids have been going to. So there's little schools, expat schools here, and I'm sure you've seen expat schools that
Yes.
are extremely expensive
Yes.
options. So we found, you know, we're looking into how do we handle that school situation, because that seems to be the biggest challenge for most traveling families, is like school. School is tough, and homeschooling is doable, but man, it's tough. Or maybe
course.
it's easy for some people. It's tough for me.
No, it is tough. We know. We
Yeah,
know.
yeah, for sure. So we've found online programs, and one of the most successful schools that I like was basically a homeschooling program where they had tutors. So your kid went to homeschooling at school, you know, and then they added extracurricular activities like horse riding, surfing, environmental stuff, just being outside. And the best part with Radpad is one of the teachers that my kids loved, this lady, and she found that she could teach the kids a U.S. diploma and get them their stuff in 2 hours a day. So then
Really?
6 hours a day, they're outside, you know, like being kids and learning and touching things and learning how to be patient, tolerance, you know, acceptance, all that stuff, instead of the schooling part. Which I want to give her, you get the diploma. If you need to go to college and stuff, you go ahead. But I've found,
Would you like to see our cube?
I would love to.
It's not 333, it's
Yeah.
3.6.
Oh, you're gonna give us a tour?
Yeah.
Freaking rad. We need a microphone for her. Anastasia. Anyways, you ready?
Yes.
All right, so what's your name?
Okay, my name is Anastasia, and I'm gonna do a tour to my house.
Yes.
This is my bedroom,
Wonderful.
kinda. Here's the bathroom.
Okay.
Here and here.
Nice. Shower and everything in there?
Yeah, and here we shower like this.
You use that? Wow,
Yeah.
just right there, huh?
Yeah.
Beautiful. That makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so here's the kitchen.
Okay.
Very obvious. So this one, it's a table,
Okay.
a dining room, a living room, and another bedroom. Because if we put this down over here, it becomes a bed. Like
Wow.
that one. This one goes the same. Does the same as this one.
Okay, I see how it works. Turns into 2 chairs over here or 2
Or a table.
sofas and a table.
Yeah.
Wonderful. What's your favorite part about the house?
Dreamland. This place.
This place?
Yeah, I call it Dreamland.
Dreamland.
Yeah, it's
Wow. Super cool. Well, thank you for showing me your house. All right, you have a great day.
okay.
Adios.
Just for the microphone.
Yeah, it's good. All right, well, thank you guys so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I'm super inspired. I hope all you guys are inspired. I guess it's time to say the same thing we say every day on Everything Nicaragua. Adios.
Adios.
Nos vemos. Thank you.